welcoming to the stage, Vanessa, Dixon.
I hope you guys are having a great time. I know I've been shitting myself over here for the last 20 minutes. I'll be just wet, so bear with me. I had a whole thing prepared, but I realized I don't even take directions in general, so how am I going to leave the last 5 minutes of here? I went in the bathroom countless times, and at home I said, you know what the nicest dress you've got on? Go out there. I know you lost their mind, I got a zip in the back. But anyway, you can do this. I'm talking to myself, coaching myself while my kids are going rampage in the background. I said, you know what, you can do this. Anyway, so before I get into my joke, I just want to share this. Yesterday, I had a party with my son. I said to him, I want to make you feel special, because he's been feeling some type of way for the longest time. I said, I'm going to make you feel special. It's his big birthday. The only thing is, if you decide to poop after your birthday, I'm going to buy you a nappy cake the next time. All your friends are going to see it. He started, so what? No, mommy, please. I said, okay, calm down. Just make sure you don't poop, because you will get a cake, and he knows I will get him I literally will get him a poop cake. Anyway, moving on. The day went smooth, everything went fine. Day finishes. Most of the people went home late, which I was gutted because I wanted them out of the house from day one, because I have OCD, and as soon as I gave a child a cake, somehow she tripped over herself and messed up my whole throat and just stepped in the cake and continued walk. So the whole day was a drag. I was just practically moving around like a slave. Anyway, it came to the point where night came, super happy, and I was like, yes, finally, time to have my relax. I can go around and walk around naked, my long titties, just enjoying myself. No one's there. Okay. I go to the bathroom, sitting in the toilet. As soon as I sat down, not that I was doing a number, I didn't even got there yet. I sat down, put myself down, relaxed, turned the fan on, flicking my phone, ready to do this phone moment in the toilet for the longest time. If you go there for 10 minutes, it usually lasts 20. During that period, who starts crying? I literally thought it was a cat. As a parent, you think to yourself, fuck's sake, I just put it down. I'm having a moment to myself, I deserve it. I walked to the room only to find him lying on the bed, just crying for no reason. I picked him up. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, please, what's wrong? Calm down. It's okay. I'm here. I'm trying to comfort him the best way I can. Picked him up out of frustration. I picked him up off the bunk bed, bring him into the other room, put him on the bed. Now, I'm thinking as a parent, yo, what in the world is wrong with these kids these days? Back in the day when I was growing up, all my mom had to do was this. Now I'm going to tell a story when I was 4 years old and growing up in the Caribbean. My dad, sorry if you see the mic shaking, I'm nervous. Growing up in the Caribbean, my dad was very strict. But outside of that, we used to steal lights because we couldn't afford the lights. Super poor, so you can imagine flying everywhere. It was real. We got to, these people came to the house, and when they came, we were just standing outside. It was a routine, basically. I didn't know what was going on. I was only 4, so I was like, okay, let's participate. I run outside, and I stood at the side, and my mom's like, don't move. My dad's like, don't move. I stood there, and I'm like, oh, legs getting tired. And you know you're a kid, you're very fidgety naturally. My dad's like, just stand still. It's only 20 minutes. They'll be leaving soon. Anyway, so they came to our property. The policeman came, and he had a gun in his hand. He's excited about his gun for whatever reason. And he said, oh, kid, have you ever seen a gun this big? I looked at him, and I said, that's nothing. My dad's got a bigger gun. My dad looked at me like, I said, listen, calm down. He's not even asking, just calm down. And this man walked close, and he's like, a bigger gun? I said, yeah, he's got a bigger gun. That's nothing. That's like, what's a gun? I have one of them. And he's like, oh, really? Can you show me where the gun is? I'm like, just come with me. I can show you exactly where it is. My dad's giving the background. He's panicking. You can see him sweating, and he's walking behind me, and he's shaking, and he's walking really slow. So I'm like, Dad, come on. What's wrong with you? Just come on. And the policeman's like, come on. He got in the house, and he's like, where is the gun? I said, it's under the bed on the right. I said, it went, but my dad said, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. I saw it today. Anyway, so the man goes, get the gun to my dad. And my dad said, I haven't got any gun. She's lying, she's only 4. And the man's like, well, she's only 4, then go look on the bed. Or do you want me to do it? He said, it's okay, I'll do it, it's fine. So my dad looks on the bed, he dragged the gun out, took him a couple of minutes. He dragged it out. When he finally came out, it was this long. The policeman looked at his gun and he looked at his gun. So he said, so what do you do for a living? My dad's like, oh, I'm a security, I have to bring this on site. And where I live at the time, it's very dangerous. If he has a gun as a security, you know what it means. So the policeman said to him, oh, can you show me your ID? And my dad goes, yeah. He goes to his bag and he showed his ID and he lifted it up and he's like, look. The man's like, I can't see anything, can you stop shaking? okay. Can you just put it down? And he put it on the table. And And the man looked at it and he put it next to his face and he's like, you look at it young days. And my dad's like, that was 6 years ago. I've got stress now. And he looked at me. Anyway, so after that, he put it down and then he said to him, oh, I believe you. You should really watch this one. And he goes, I know. Anyway, so the policeman left, and when he left, I started walking backwards. Because I knew what was going to happen. I'm like, I didn't even know it was that serious, I'm sorry. But that's like, I said, are you going to beat me? He said, no, I'm going to wait until the police leaves. Then he's lying right here with your bum. I said, okay, I'm sorry. And as he go for the belt, I run out of the house.